After obtaining a medical degree at the University of the East Ramon M Memorial Medical Center, our honoree, Dr. Ramon M. Nery, underwent a residency training program in pathology at the Rizal Medical Center from 1982 to 1986 and passed the specialty board exam in anatomic pathology in 1987. His government career started when he joined the Dr. Paulino J. Garcia Memorial Research and Medical Center as head of the Department of Pathology and Laboratories in 1989. During his tenure, the department was accredited by the Philippine Society of Pathologists as a teaching and training institution for clinical and anatomic pathology. In the late 90s, he spearheaded a very successful voluntary blood program in Region 3 that saved thousands of lives. It was also during this time that Dr. Nery was given the opportunity to venture outside the white walls of the laboratory and see the inequities of our country's public healthcare system. This experience was a revelation and prompted him to start his personal odyssey in public service. Leaving a very successful and lucrative career in Nueva Ecija, Dr. Nery exiled himself to the Pitan City, Zamboanga del Norte, one of the poorest provinces in the Philippines, in 2003. Under his stewardship, the Dr. Jose Rizal Memorial Hospital underwent a remarkable upgrading of its facilities, budget, and manpower, and showed noteworthy improvements in the delivery of its services. In 2008, Dr. Nery heeded the call of Misamis Oriental, his home province, to lend a hand to its ailing healthcare system and to personally manage the two provincial hospitals in Hingoob and Balingasag, and at the same time oversee the hospital operations and management services. He instituted strategic innovations like the Surgicare and Eye Care projects, which allow the provincial managed hospitals to avail of the regular services of surgeons from the city for free. The telehealth project, on the other hand, enabled remote pre-operative consultations and post-operative monitoring of patients admitted in the provincial hospitals, while the reagent tie-up with Staff Augmentation Project assured the 24/7 delivery of laboratory services. Furthermore, the Misamis Oriental Pharmacy enterprise augmented the supply of much-needed drugs and medicines using the consignment system. And upon the completion of the 100 billion Mr. PH Alabihid project, health needs of OFWs and their families in Region 10 will be fully taken care of. With Dr. Nery's managerial savvy, the delivery of healthcare services of the provincial managed hospitals significantly improved, with admissions and consultations increasing by 149% and 164% respectively from 2008 to 2011. Revenue generation likewise saw an unprecedented progress, with the annual gross income of the provincial hospitals from 23.8 million pesos to 72.9 million pesos over the same period, thereby achieving an increase of 306%. The success of the strategic innovations instituted by Dr. Nery won a 2010 Galing Pook Award for Misamis Oriental. His dedicated life in public service was likewise recognized by JCI Insular Life when he was given the prestigious and much coveted 2011 The Outstanding Filipino Award for Government and Public Service, an award usually given to famous and revered icons of the country.
Ang pagpapaunlad sa kalagayang pangkalusugan ng mas nakakarami nating mga kababayan ang adhikain ni Dr. Ramon M. Nery. Isinakatuparan niya ito sa kanyang walang kapagurang pagsusumikap na magbigay kalinga sa mga pinakamahihirap na probinsya sa Mindanao. Pinangunahan niya ang pagsasaayos sa serbisyo sa mga pampublikong ospital kasama na ang pagkalinga sa mga overseas Filipino workers mula sa Mindanao.
The accolades received by Dr. Nery did not dampen his passion for public service. Barely 4 months ago, Cagayan de Oro was devastated by Typhoon Sendong, inundating the city, claiming thousands of lives and leaving thousands more homeless.
Our country is not devoid of heroes. There will always be a Filipino willing to be counted in and do his part for the country when needed.
True to form, Dr. Nery with other well-meaning Cagayanons were among those who actively conducted relief operations and medical missions during the first week of the disaster. He also negotiated more than 2 million pesos worth of drugs and medicines for the evacuees of Cagayan de Oro and Iligan cities. He likewise took charge in the proper handling of cadavers in the AFP hangar and assisted the NBI in obtaining DNA samples. All this done without much fanfare. To date, Dr. Nery's saga in public service continues, regularly conducting free clinics and psychosocial counseling among Sendong victims and actively advocating his mission of providing hope, respect, and dignity to the poor and underprivileged patients, while challenging everyone who would care enough to listen and join his cause. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who cared enough to make a difference, our 2011 Pathologist of the Year, Dr. Ramon M. Nery.